This is not just a story about art. It's a story about pain, passion, and hope. Vincent Van Gogh, a man who saw beauty in sadness and color in darkness. He lived a short, difficult life, but his art changed the world forever. Today, we remember him as one of the greatest painters in history. But in his time, he was almost invisible. Vincent was born in 1853 in a small village in the Netherlands. His father was a pastor, and his mother loved nature and flowers. Since childhood, Vincent felt different from other children. He didn't enjoy games or parties. He preferred quiet places, walking alone in the fields, drawing trees and clouds. He was emotional, sensitive, and deeply thoughtful. Some people said he was too serious for his age. He wanted to find meaning in life, something bigger than himself. At first, he tried to follow his father's path and become a preacher, but he failed. He was fired from his job and lost his direction. That's when he found art. Vincent decided to become an artist. He was already 27, old for a beginner. But he didn't care. He said, "I want to paint people with a soul." His early paintings were dark and sad. He painted farmers, workers, poor people, those who lived difficult lives. The colors were brown and gray, showing the pain and struggle of daily life. One of his first famous works was The Potato Eaters. Critics laughed at it. They said it was ugly. But Vincent believed in his vision. He said, "There is nothing more truly artistic than to love people." Life was hard for Vincent. He had no money and no success. Many days he could not even buy food, but he always found a way to buy paint. "I would rather go hungry than stop painting," he once said. His brother Theo supported him. They wrote hundreds of letters to each other, full of dreams, sadness, and love. Theo believed in him when nobody else did. Without Theo, Vincent might never have continued painting. In 1886, Vincent moved to Paris. There, he met other artists, Monet, Toulouse-Lautrec, Gauguin. Paris opened his eyes. He started to use brighter colors, yellow, blue, green. His art became alive, full of light and movement. In 1888, Vincent moved to the south of France, to a town called Arles. He dreamed of creating an artist's community, a place full of color and creativity. He painted fields, sunflowers, and the famous Yellow House. He worked day and night, sometimes finishing one painting per day. But his mind was becoming unstable. He had mood swings, nightmares, and moments of deep sadness. His friendship with Gauguin ended in a terrible fight. That night, Vincent hurt himself. He cut off his ear. People in town started to fear him. They called him the Mad Painter. But even in madness, he kept painting. In the hospital, he painted the starry night. The dark blue sky, full of light and motion, reflected his soul, full of pain, but also full of hope. After leaving the hospital, Vincent moved to a small village near Paris called Auvers-sur-Oise. It was quiet, full of green fields and golden wheat. There, he met a kind doctor, Dr. Gachet, who loved art and tried to help him heal. Vincent painted the doctor's portrait and said, "He is a good man, maybe too good." Every day, Vincent went outside with his canvas and brushes. He painted gardens, trees, people, and endless fields under the open sky. In just 2 months, he created more than 70 paintings, full of energy, light, and movement. But behind that light, there was deep darkness. He still felt lonely. He worried about money. He felt he was a burden to his brother Theo, who now had a wife and baby. In his letters, he wrote, "I feel like a failure. Maybe I was made to live in sadness." One quiet summer evening in July 1890, Vincent walked alone into a golden wheat field. The wind was warm. The sky was bright blue. There, he took a gun and shot himself. But he didn't die right away. He managed to walk back to his small room, his clothes full of blood. 2 days later, his brother Theo came to see him. Vincent looked at him and whispered, "The sadness will last forever." He was 37 years old. Theo couldn't live without him. Only 6 months later, Theo also died. The two brothers now rest side by side in the same cemetery, surrounded by green fields and sunflowers. Today, Vincent Van Gogh is remembered as one of the greatest artists in history. His paintings are worth millions. His name is known all over the world. But during his life, he was poor, rejected, and forgotten. That is the mystery of genius. Sometimes the world needs time to see what was always there. Vincent never painted for fame. He painted to survive, to express what words could not. His paintings were letters to the universe, silent cries for beauty, hope, and peace. He once wrote, "I feel that there is nothing more truly artistic than to love people." Love, that's what he put into every stroke of color. Yellow for warmth, blue for sadness, red for passion, green for life. When we look at the starry night, we see more than just stars. We see a man's soul trying to find light in the middle of his darkness. Van Gogh's life teaches us something simple but powerful. Even when no one believes in you, keep going. Even when your world feels empty, create. Even when your dreams seem impossible, try. Because beauty is born from courage. Maybe your story, like Vincent's, is full of struggle. Maybe the world doesn't see your light yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't shining. Every act of creation is an act of hope. Every small step forward is proof that you are alive. So, when life feels dark, remember the stars, remember Vincent, and remember that even in the darkest night, the sky is never truly black. There is always a little light waiting to shine.